to find a spark to take me from my pain. I'm here in the dark, you are the one to save me. So give me your heart, I want you to embrace me. I'm here in the dark, you are the one to save me.
Hello everyone, it's Nico Rosberg here, the only person to have beaten Lewis Hamilton in equal machinery. So for once there is not a washed up has been presenting this all season's rubbish from one of the worst F1 YouTubers out there. Anyway, welcome to F1 23, where once again the hookster will be starting at the back of the grid in a rubbish car, but wait, will he? Well, stay tuned to find out, and yes, it's bound to be crap. So, as you know, I have an opinion on everything, so what can we say about the hookster? Well, if we are talking about washed up, the hookster is top of the list. How can he still be driving at 72 years old? And why does he call Lewis Hamilton Lulu and speak in this stupid baby voice whenever he talks about him? Lewis is a for-real, 8 times world champion. The hookster gets out of breath, reaching for the handle on the fridge. Well, I am off now to get less than 3 feet away from Naomi Schiff, something just like his pretend racing career he can only dream of.
Pretend racing career? How dare you? I'm a 15 times world champion, don't you know? And poor Naomi Schiff, poor. Hello everyone and welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 23. Yes, it's time once again to continue our championship campaign. And it looks like our new rival is going to be Sergio Perez. Yes, well, because it's easier than Max Verstappen, isn't it? Anyway, it's time to move on to the next round of the championship. It's time for the Singapore Sling. Yes, the Singapore Sling. In our little blue rocket as we just complete our supercar. It's the marvel of the age. And we get gold in our Aston Martin DB11 V12. I actually let this run for about 5 laps and he doesn't do anything. He just sits there, yes, in his car like a plum. Anyway, practice has been completed. Some more lovely resource points, 1,983, which means more development boosts have been applied to the rear downforce, and the rear downforce. Who would have thought that? Shock horror. Wowzers. So here we are then for qualifying run underneath the floodlights, the gorgeous Singapore circuit. About to cross the line for our first run, and it's going to put us into the moment into 5th position. 1.1 seconds behind leaders. We accelerate forward a little bit later qualifying. In fact, we didn't do it very well on the second run. This is our last run now. We're in last place. Anyway, that's it. Qualifying is over. We're still in last place as we. What? Why? Oscar's Pastry got pole position, Carlos Sainz in second place. Our own teammate Pierre Gasly got 12th, and we got last. Oh, cock!
The spectacular backdrop of the Singapore skyline, something of an endurance race ahead with the notorious sauna-like temperatures for the drivers. It makes it a very physical contest out there. Welcome back to Marina Bay for the Singapore Grand Prix. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, and the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Russell, Hamilton, Verstappen, Liam Lawson, Leclerc, Bottas, Perez, Norris, Ricciardo, Gasly, Stroll, Albon, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Joe, Sargent and Hollywood. which of these talented drivers will come out on top today. And joining me again for the race today, Natalie Pinkham. Let's talk about Hollywood. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
It's been a really solid year so far. There have been some incredible standout performances. But what's really impressed me has been the consistency. With this kind of form, I'm expecting another good race today.
So it's time once again for the 5 laps to go out on the all-seasons career mode. We're going to go, it's our way. We've got to look at that. Another rocket ship start off the line. We've got Guan Yu Zhou ahead of us. Yuki's just gone past Hulkenberg as well. We're going to go to turn 1. We're sort of doing a little bit of track limits here, but we're going to dive it in as we always do. Oh my goodness, look at that. That was 3 wide and we get hit by one of the Williams, I do believe, as we go into turn 2. Wowzers, but we go up into 12th place from last on the grid. It's another superb performance from the guy that never gives up but never surrenders. Don't you know, we've got an Alfa off to the right-hand side. I do believe that is that the Honey Badger, Daniel Ricciardo. We got Leclerc in front of us as well in the Ferrari car. Yes, the Ferrari car. Let's see if we can get past him. And what about Lando Norris? For good measure, this might put us into the points, and we do an audacious dive bomb. We get a warning for exceeding track limits, but we've done it. What about Lance Stroll? Should we go for Lance Stroll? Oh, wowzers. Almost go straight to the back of Lance Stroll and take him out, but we hold on. We hold on. Okay, so first lap, we have gone from last position on the grid up into the points. Yes, one single World Championship point, but 10th place for us at the Singapore Sling, underneath all these gorgeous floodlights. And look at this, the McLaren's trying to get past us. It's the Lando bot. It's the Lando bot himself. Lando Norris trying to get past, but we've managed to hold at the moment. There's a huge traffic queue ahead of us of Lance Stroll. Let's see if we can get past him. He's got Checo Perez just ahead of him, and of course in the Red Bull car, quite a lot of cars. This is still the first lap, of course, so he's still really bunched up as we almost go to the back of Lance Stroll once again, but hold on to this 10th place. The car behind us now is the Lando bot, Lando Norris, and behind him we've got Charles Leclerc. Yes, Charles Leclerc, as we're about to finish the first lap of this Grand Prix. 22 torturous laps at Singapore. It's a very long race. Max Verstappen, of course, is in the lead of that race. He's just put in the fastest lap as we're about to go into the second lap of this Grand Prix. Still getting harried from behind from Lando Norris as we accelerate forward now to lap 3. The DRS has been enabled, and once again Lando's going for a move, I do believe, but we're going to cover him off and hold on to the line. Yes, still in 10th place. We are still in the World Championship point. Yes, World Championship points. We accelerate forward to lap 6. So still in 10th place. Lance Stroll is now 11 seconds up the road from us, and the car behind us now is Daniel Ricciardo. Yes, sacked in real life from Formula 1, but in our virtual world he is driving for the Alfa Romeo team. Yes, the Alfa Romeo team as we accelerate forward now, still on lap 6, and this time I think Daniel Ricciardo's going for a move down the inside of us. This is going to get very hairy as we go to the next turn. Wow, a little bit of contact. We have to go very, very wide there, but we hang on once again to the place. Still in 10th position as we accelerate forward now to lap 7. Just going past the pits. There's another car trying to get past us. This time it's Kevin Magnussen in the Haas car, but once again we managed to fend him off and hold on to our single solitary 1 championship point as we accelerate forward. We've got some yellow flags on lap 9. Just look at the mini-map to see what's going on. Looks like, is that a Haas slowing down, or is he coming into the pits? Not quite sure, but at the moment just still looking. The flags have now gone green, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I think that's the Haas. No, it's not a Haas. There's another car slowing down somewhere. It looks like, is that an Alfa? Is that an Alfa slowing down? It could be an Alfa. It's Daniel Ricciardo. Yes, it is indeed an Alfa. It's the Honey Badger himself, Daniel Ricciardo, in the Alfa Romeo, is out of the Grand Prix on lap 9 as we accelerate forward now to lap 10. So it's time for us to make our pit stop. We pit from 10th position, trundling down the pit lane. We've got quite a few cars behind us as well. Let's see how we do as we're about to trundle in, and the lads are going to change us onto these yellow sidewall tyres like they always do. Yes, well done lads, come on, get those tyres on quick. That was a decent stop. A little bit of rubber coming off the back of our old tyres there, as you can see, but a pretty decent stop overall. And we're going to rejoin at the moment, just trundling down the pit lane, 16th position, but hopefully lots of cars are going to pit, otherwise this could be disastrous for us, absolutely disastrous. Anyway, we rejoin the field, coming around the corner here, very, very tight exit onto the circuit, and we are still holding on to this now 17th place. Magnussen's a car ahead, Leclerc's on hard tyres, so I don't know what's going on there. Is he pitted? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, we're excited forward down to lap 11, just going past the pits. Thankfully more cars have now come in for their pit stop, so we are going to go back into 13th position at the moment. Yes, 13th place. I'm sure more cars are going to come in though, so it's all good at the moment on lap 12. Magnussen ahead, Albon behind as we accelerate forward out to lap 14. Just going past the pit. What? What's going on? No one else has come in for pit stop yet. Oh no, have we been mullered in the pit stop cycle once again? It looks like we have. We were in the points, now we're in 13th place, 5 seconds behind Magnussen as we accelerate for lap 16. And yes, that's it. No one else has come in for a pit stop, which means they've already come in, which means we've been mullered by 3 cars. How is that even possible? Leclerc is now our teammates in. Our teammates in. That's very, very late. Lap 17. I'm sure he must have a problem with his car, surely. But our teammate has come in, so any chance of him getting any points is now out the window. We're holding on to 13th place as we accelerate forward at lap 17. We're getting Harris now from Yuki Tsunoda. Oh, a little bit of contact between us and Yuki Tsunoda, but we hold on to this now 13th place. Unlucky for some, and definitely unlucky for Nookster. Yes, 13th position. That is not good at all. Not good at all. As we accelerate forward at lap 20, just 2 more laps left of this Grand Prix. Magnussen's now 18 seconds up the road. We've got Logan's privates now, of course, once again, been dismissed in real life from Formula 1, but he's still driving in our virtual world, and he's the car directly behind us now in 14th place as we accelerate forward now to lap 22. That's it, the end of the Grand Prix. Maxi Boy Verstappen has won it, and we're going to finish in a very disappointing 13th place. And I have no idea what happened there. The pit stop went fine. We must have been undercut horribly, absolutely horribly, by the cars that were behind us. As Max Verstappen gets driver of the day. Well done, Max. Well done indeed. So there you go. A disappointing 13th place for us at the Singapore Grand Prix. The lads and lasses at Red Bull are very, very happy though. Look, you can take your helmets off now, lads. No, the race is over. You don't need them on, you know. God. Anyway, there he is. There's Maxi Boy Verstappen saying, look, I've won more races again, lads. More races again. I'm back on top form. Not in just the virtual world, but in the real world as well. Yes, well done, Maxi. Well done indeedy. So there is the beautiful circuit at Singapore. You see all those very tall skyscrapers in the background. So it's time now to go on to the podium. And we're going to get a shake of the wrist from Maxi. Yes, we do. Well done. His contract has been fulfilled. Up onto the podium he goes. There he is. Max in first place. There's Carlos Sainz in second place in the Ferrari there. No, is that Oscar's pastry? Is that Oscar's pastry in third place in the McLaren? Well done indeed. Shakes the hand of some official, holds up the trophy high and says, yes, I've bloody well done it, lads. I've bloody well done it. It's time now for the champagne. Well done. Let's go to a replay and see exactly what happened during the race with the other drivers. Here it is then. It's Daniel Ricciardo. Of course, he actually went out the Grand Prix. There's an engine failure. Engine failure for his Alfa Romeo car. Oh dear. Daniel, he won't be smiling. Oh, he's in a very difficult position, in fact, because he's right on the racing line. There's nowhere really for him to stop. There's no marshal post. Well, there's one there, but he can't stop there. So I think he's going to carry on going, just go to the end of the track here. And he does so. Yes, he just carries on going right until the end. Daniel Ricciardo out of the Grand Prix. So let's have a look now. Maxi Boy Verstappen got the fastest lap as well, which of course is now no longer relevant. But anyway, the championship stands. We're now 55 points behind George and the Russell. Watch out for that tree. 210 for us, 265 for George and Russell. Pierre Gasly, our teammates, in 12th position with only 29 World Championship points. And we're 7th in the Constructors. Anyway, it's time to move on now to the Japanese squeezy Grandi Preezy. Yes, practice has been completed. More lovely resource points. We've now got 2,582 development boosts have been applied to the rear downforce of the brakes. And once again, the rear downforce. Wowzers, Metrusers. So it's time for Japan. This is a circuit which is a little bit fair to middling for the Youngster. It doesn't exactly do brilliantly, but let's have a look and see what we're going to do as we're going to cross the line for our first qualifying runs. We just go past the big wheel there in the background and we cross the line. Oh, it's second place at the moment and only 3/10 off the leader, which was Perez, as we accelerate forward now to 8 minutes left to qualify. We're still in a good place here. Look at this, 6th position at the moment, but we actually abandoned that lap because we didn't improve it. So we come in 6th position at the moment, just behind Hamilton. As we accelerate forward now. Just 2 minutes left to qualify. No, in fact, qualifying is over. qualifying is over. We're in 7th place. We're not going to improve. It's going to be 7th or lower. Let's have a look and see exactly what it is. That's pretty decent at Japan, I have to say. And it's 8th position. I will take that. And twice on Sundays. I really will. That is a good place to be. So there you go there. Max Verstappen got pole once again. We're in 8th. We're way above our own teammate who only got 12th place.
Welcome along then to the magnificent Suzuka International Circuit, a stone's throw away from Issei Bay in the beautiful Japanese countryside. What surprises lie in wait for us today in the Japanese Grand Prix? It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Sainz, Russell, Liam Lawson, Leclerc, Hollywood, Norris, Bottas, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Stroll, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Albon, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Joe, and Logan Sargent. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Let's talk about Hollywood. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
It's been a really solid year so far. There have been some incredible standout performances, but what's really impressed me has been the consistency. With this kind of form, I'm expecting another great.
So it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out on the all-seasons career mode. We say go, 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 and it's away we go. Yes, great start once again off the line. We got Liam Lawson ahead of us in the actual Aston Martin, but we get past him. We got Jordan and Russell as well. Now, of course, this is going to be very, very difficult. There's not very many places to pass, but he does so anyway. Goes straight past Jordan and Russell up into 5th position. Wow, 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 wow. That is a great result from us in our little blue toilet. Yes, our little blue toilet. This car is second from the bottom at the moment in the development. Yes, so it's not doing very well at all. But we are up here with the big boys, everyone. Yes, Carlos Sainz is the car ahead of us. And he's in a Ferrari. Yeah, it's a Ferrari. I got it out eventually. Let's see. Oh, is he going to do a move on the sides? Oh my god, he does an audacious move on Carlos Sainz. Wow, that's the only real place you can overtake on this circuit. And we get some yellow flags now. What's going on? No, there was no problem with us. We didn't even get a warning. That was nothing to do with us. Anyway, we continue on now to 4th position. And we are chasing, you know, oh my goodness, look at this. Carlos Sainz is fighting back. He was not happy about that move from the youngster there. Tried to get past us, but we hold the 4th place. Now ahead of us, we have got Mr. Lulu himself. Yes, Lewis Hamilton is ahead, but Carlos Sainz is still not having any of this. Trying desperately. He actually forces us out wide there. We've got no ERS left either. But we hang on to this 4th position, still chasing Hamilton. He's now a second and a half up the road already. Yes, already. As we cross the line and start lap 2 of this Grand Prix. 4th for us. Sainz directly ahead of us in the Ferrari car. As we accelerate forward now to lap 3. DRS has now been enabled. We're still chasing, well, I say chasing Hamilton. He's now 2.3 seconds ahead of us. Carlos Sainz is the car. Oh, God, we got very wide there. Very wide to turn 1. This could give the opportunity for Carlos Sainz to try and get past, but no, he didn't actually take it there. He was a little bit too far back, but yes, we don't want to do too much of that as we accelerate forward to lap 5. Just going to lap 6 now. Still holding on to 4th place. Carlos Sainz still the car behind us trying to get past, and Hamilton's now 7.5 seconds up the road. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. As we accelerate forward to lap 8, just about to come past the pits once again. Still holding on to this 4th place. We've got a gap now of 10 seconds between us and Hamilton, so it looks like we're not going to improve as the pit stop window has opened. And we've now got Jordan and Russell behind us. He's got past Carlos Sainz. Jordan and Russell. So we're in the middle of a sandwich, a Mercedes sandwich as we accelerate forward to lap 9. As you can see, cars have now started to come in for their pit stops. But I think we're going to go, yes, we're going to continue on for, I think, one more lap before we come in. Because we don't want to get hit by this crowd of cars behind us and get held up in the pit lane. So we're going to go around again for one more lap as we accelerate forward now to lap 10. Now we come in for our pit stop. We pit from 2nd place, in fact. Yeah, it's 2nd position. But still a load of cars are coming behind us. Anyway, the lads are going to change us once again onto the yellow sidewall tyre. Thank you, lads. Oh, there's a lot of cars coming in. Oh, and our own teammates coming as well. wowzers. But he didn't really have to rack and stack because we were already out, so it was probably a half a second delay was all for our teammate. As we're now going to rejoin the field in 4th position. But no, there's cars going past us as we rejoin. There's cars going past us. We've got Lando, I think, in the McLaren. Oh, God, there was contact. There was contact from Lando Norris straight into the back of us. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. We get a warning for a collision, but we were just coming out of the pits. We were just kind of, what on earth happened there? I don't know. But anyway, we'll find out at the end of the race as we accelerate forward out to lap 13. Lap 13 in the Grand Prix. Still in 6th place at the moment.
Okay, bad news on the gearbox, I'm afraid. The team are trying everything they can think of, but they're not optimistic. Just keep at it, do your best, that's all we can ask.
Okay, so unfortunately, before we started this race, like a plum, I forgot to change the gearbox component, so we're on a very, very worn gearbox. Okay, huge problem. We are now missing a gear in that said gearbox, but we're going to continue on. Hopefully we'll be okay. We are in the red zone for the gearbox though, because as I say, I forgot to change the gearbox components. What a plum. As we accelerate on lap 16, we're in 6th position, and fortunately I think the gearbox problems have cleared themselves. We've only got 2 more laps to go, and yes, we are now got all gears on our car, so we can resume and continue and hopefully finish in 6th place as we accelerate on lap 18. Lap 18, we got Jules to the Russell directly behind us now, trying desperately to get past. As you can see, he's going to try for a move down the inside. We're going to cover up the line, and hopefully there's contact between us and George of the Russell. Yellow flags have come out as well, and as you George is slowing down. George is slowing. What on earth happened there? I'm not quite sure, but anyway, George of the Russell has slowed down. We continue on now in 6th position. Yes, he's out of the session. George of the Russell is out of the session. Well, we'll have a look and see exactly what happened there after the race, but at the moment we're still in 6th place as we accelerate forward now to the last lap of the race, and Sergio Perez has won the race. He's crossed the line, and we are going to finish, if we can just hold off from Oscar's pastry, we're going to finish in 6th place, which is fairly decent, I have to say, in this potato, and especially at Japan, which is not a circuit that we're very good at. Well, that would be all the circuits really, wouldn't it? But anyway, we're about to come round the final corner and cross the line in 6th position. Fantastic. Well done. Well done indeed.
Okay, pick up rubber.
Don't forget, of course, George of the Russell was the current championship leader, and he has now not finished the race. As driver of the day goes to the Honey Badger. He hasn't finished the race, so we have got some points on him. Anyway, there are the Red Bull mechanics congratulating themselves like always. Well done, lads and lassies. Well done indeed. Yes, look at them. Look at them. And there he is. Sergio Perez this time is the winner in the sister Red Bull. Max in the last race. Sergio Perez in this one. It's a Red Bull embarrassment. It really is. A Red Bull embarrassment. And you can see the little bridge over the top of the figure 8 circuit, which is the only one in Formula 1. And there he is, Sergio Perez. He doesn't shake his wrist. No, he doesn't shake his wrist. Anyway, up onto the podium for Checo Perez. Yes, he says, look at me, look at me. I've bloody well done it, everyone. And he holds the trophy up high. Well done, Sergio Perez. Fantastic. And there they are, all the boys and girls congratulating their team as the champagne goes everywhere. Look, Lulu's there as well, little Lulu. Little Lulu. I bet Codemasters must have to spend hours doing his little ponytail at the back, you know. Oh my god. I bet they're happy about that. Anyway, replay. Here is Lando Norris. Let's have a look and see what happens to Lando. Lap 10, this is currently in 14th position at the moment. Everything looks okay for Lando Norris, I have to say. But anyway, of course, this was us coming out of the pits. And let's have a look and see what happens now. Because we can see, he just crashes straight into the back of us. I can't believe that. Unbelievable scenes. Now, what happens to Lando? He's only lost his front wing. So what's he doing now? It looks like he's pulling. Yes, he's slowing down and he's pulling off the circuit. Now, has he got some steering damage there? It looked like he didn't be able to steer very well. Let's have a look now, looking back at Lando Norris. He's already lost his wing, and yes, look, he's furiously trying to turn the wheel, and it's not turning properly. In fact, he just got hit by another car there, so I think there was some steering damage in the contact with us as we came out of the pit lane, but whatever, Lando Norris out of the race. So here is now Jules and Russell once again fighting with us, as you can see. He then goes for the inside. We sort of squeeze him a little bit, as you can see, but oh, a little bit of contact. In fact, I didn't actually see that between us and Jules and Russell, and he comes around the corner here. Has he got steering damage as well? I'm not quite sure. I think he may do. Well, he just pulls off, so there's definitely something wrong with the car after that incident. So looking at George of the Russell, you can say, oh, we sort of straight line George, but I can't see that would have damaged his steering, but it definitely must have done, because he pulls straight off the circuit and retires. And he, of course, is the current championship leader. Yes, the current championship leader. So Checo Perez won. Max Verstappen got the fastest lap. So we got 8 points in that round. So look at the standings now and see where we are. And oh god, we've been beaten by Max Verstappen now, but we're only 47 points behind George of the Russell now. 218 playing 265, 219 for Maxi Boy Verstappen. Fantastic. Well, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome as always. And yes, of course, there will, of course, be more later.